here, Color, I gotta ask you, what you think about that Spider-Man PS4?
Oh, dude, I'm fucking loving it, bro. I played mostly all the Spider-Man games. All the Batman Arkham games. I played them all, and the way the want to know what's the thing that makes it takes it up to that top tier?
Yeah,
The web swinging. The web swinging. There's a certain weight to the character that you never really felt before. Know what I'm saying? Before it's just, you just hit the button and he's just webbing. Know what I'm saying? Back and forth. It's like, oh, la, da, 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 I'm webbing back and forth. All right. But
yeah.
this is a certain set of weight and you use momentum. All right. So if you release just at the apex of your swing, you actually build up speed.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. And
Yeah.
then if you use your dual webs in order to grab onto something, the minute you're about to land on that thing, you hit the X button or the A button if it was on Xbox, right? You hit the X button, he'll leap off it, darting straight, like a quick dash. But that's some shit ripped out of Sunset Overdrive. Same developer, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And then when you're wall running and whatnot, just like in Sunset Overdrive, you hold one of the buttons. I forgot what button it is in order to
I think it's the right
swing
trigger, huh?
around
The right trigger.
right, to keep running along the wall. But this one, you hold one of the bumper, I think the trigger or something, and
The right
instead
arc.
of actually doing the same movement, he'll actually jump off and throw his web to the side, and then just keep swinging in that direction. All right, so it's like certain mechanics that's from Sunset that I actually appreciate a lot more in Spider Man. And then the fighting engine, dude, it's kind of like Arkham Asylum, more than even the previous ones. You only got one button for attack, all right? And then you got all these weapons and gizmos and combos that you could actually level up in order to do more shit. So, for example, you could eventually jump in the air, use your webs in order to grab people off the ground, to bring them up to the air with you and beat the shit out of them. Once you land on the ground, you could actually slide between somebody's legs and come up behind them if they're using some type of weapon that's kind of hard to get through.
Right.
You could jump on people's heads. You could jump on a wall and then leap off a wall real quickly in order to beat the shit out of somebody. Um, you could actually jump up high in the air, just like fucking Sunset Overdrive. You know what I'm saying? The way you jump out the water real quick in order to dodge to the side, you could do that shit right off the ground. Um, and then the story presentation, the way they're telling the story, dude. I wish all the Spider-Man games would have been like this, man.
Yeah. So what?
But
Hey,
all
take Colada. Man, I was hearing from other people. I'm trying to stay neutral about the situation. I said I like Spider-Man, but they said, oh, the web slinging is like the worst they ever seen. All you doing is holding the right bumper, and he go around. It's automatic. You say don't it feel like the like you not really wild swinging. But from where you saying it is, it's more about the coordination and the getting the groove of how you doing things to get into a flow and a pattern of it, right?
Yeah, it's based on momentum. They got
Right,
to
right,
think that the character doesn't control like the previous ones. All right, so if it's based on momentum, then you wouldn't necessarily need the same type of web swinging. And then the reason some of the web swinging in some of the other games, I guess, didn't pop off or appeal to that many people because some of it was a little bit complicated. So if you're a casual coming in, you know what I'm saying, and then you got all these buttons as far as web swinging, right there, you're actually throwing up brick walls for people to play. All right, and that's one of the things that they talked about this generation, that they've noticed that a lot of single player based games, people don't finish them. The majority of people do not finish them. They start them, but they never finish them. All
right.
right, so they added the web swinging to one button instead of two buttons. Right, well, it actually is two because you still got the dual webs and whatnot, so it's still both triggers, just like the previous ones. All right, but the thing is, it's based off of momentum. All right. So it's based off momentum while you're moving, jumping through the environments, war running. You could actually do a lot of the previous things. It's just a little bit different, the web swinging. I think it's the best web swinging I've seen in fucking years. All right. The last time I had web swinging that felt this good in the Spider Man game, I don't even remember. I really don't. It wasn't the last game. I played Amazing Spider Man 2 a couple of months back. It was okay.
I
Yeah.
You
love
know,
I love
and
double
then like the way they portrayed the cities in all the previous Spider-Man games, they were okay, but not like this, dude. This is the
yeah,
digital
yeah,
representation
it's
of
fun.
New York
Yeah.
fucking city, bro. and there's so many fucking Easter eggs throughout the whole fucking game.
Oh yeah, they got a Daredevil Easter egg.
Dude, when I was running around Hell's Kitchen, that shit had me bugging. All right, because I'm like, wow, this shit looks like fucking like it's out of Daredevil or some shit. Then it says Hell's Kitchen on the side. I was like, oh shit, it's up in Hell's Kitchen. I was like, I knew it. I was like, wow, that's a fucking trip. But yeah, I did get to the Daredevil Easter egg, the Matt Murdock shit.
And he was simulating how Daredevil knew his identity or some shit like that.
Exactly. You know, and then there was another Easter egg. I don't remember the way they worded it, but there was like, oh yeah, that there's some people from the 616, some shit like that. And I was like, 616? It's like, oh shit, they actually alluded to the 616 universe. I was like, okay. It wasn't the 616 universe that they was alluding to, but you know, they mentioned those three specific numbers. So it was like, you know, a little Easter egg that'll probably go over a lot of people's heads and shit.
It's there for the people that the hardcore, for them to catch that.
Yeah, dude, I know I caught it. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. And then another thing is that you're not just using Spider-Man, right? It's like all the previous Spider-Man games, it's mostly Spider-Man, and you're Peter Parker very little. Here, you're Peter Parker for a lot of it.
Right? I heard that was the least things though that people like.
Yeah, but not only are you Peter Parker, you're also Miles Morales.
Hey, so what you do?
Also Mary Jane. So you're playing 4 characters in this game, bro. Right? It's not just Spider-Man. You actually play as Mary Jane. You actually play as Miles Morales. And I don't know where Miles Morales' storyline is going. And his storyline kind of fucked me up when they first introduced it because I did not see it coming. All right? The whole shit with Miles Morales, I did not see that shit coming, man. But I was really enjoying it, though. And I'm wondering where it's going to go. I'm fucking put that shit on once we get off of this.
Man, then, I'm glad they just put the Spider-Man 2099 suit in there. That's my favorite. That's my favorite Spider-Man. That's my favorite Spider-Man.
Lock that motherfucker. Oh,
yeah, I know. They put that in there.
Dude, I was running around as a Scarlet Spider for at least the first couple of chapters. I was like, fuck it. But nah, I went back to the suit that they put in the game, though, man.
Yeah, so far, Peter Parker.
Dude, it is up there with the Batman Arkham games for me, Chuck. To be honest,
it's
up there.
It's up there.
Arkham games. All right, yes, for me. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is that of the city, it feels like it's alive. The city never felt alive before. You actually could go down the street level and shit. Motherfuckers start face palming you and shit, like, you know, fist bumping, like, oh yeah, what's up, man? And then you also get people running around, fucking throwing pictures. You hear people talking shit like, oh, yeah, I can't stand you, man. It's like dudes who walk off like they racist and whatnot. I mean, it's just the way the city feels. It feels alive. And then, you know how in some previous Spider-Man games, you'll have to stop a car, right? Or whatever, with some crooks in it. Well, you get that shit, but it ramps up in level and in difficulty. All right? So, for example, I actually had chased down some dudes in a car, right? One of them shot me and shit, so I flew off the carpet. I hit the triangle, so I went back onto the car, beat the shit out the dudes. Then I ended up throwing webbing behind the car and pulled the car to a stop, right? So I'm thinking it's over. Hell nah, man. Their homeboys came rolling up in another car in order to beat my ass. I was like, oh shit, it ain't done. So fuck it, I take care of them dudes and whatnot. And my cousin had something else different happen to him. Because he was like, you know what happened to me? I was like, what? He was like, I was beating up the shit out of some dudes that was robbing a store. All right. And I guess I took too long. 3 of them jumped in the car and pulled out. So I had to chase them down. I was like, word? I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy. I haven't had that shit happen to me yet.